We're in Thredbo, Australia. This is looking back up towards the place we're staying, although I'm not sure you can really see it. And we're down in kind of the market area here. Here's the view the other way. And there's Andy with her new 5D Mark III.
So I put it on shutter priority so that I could have a minimum shutter. I love this camera.
Some people are weirdos. And we're headed through another little shop area, heading to the ski lift. We're going to ride up the ski lift again. We did that yesterday. And yesterday we climbed to the top of Mount Kosciuzko, the highest mountain in Australia. There were hundreds of school kids there also climbing. And we got to the top and they were all scattered about up there. And up at the top there's a monument, or I'm not sure it's a monument, maybe it's a what do you call it? A thing for, not navigation, whatever, I'll figure it out later. Anyway, on top of whatever this thing is, this monument, there's a plate for some kind of geological survey, and a bolt sticks out of that plate straight up. And I heard one of the kids say there, the highest thing in Australia is a screw. So that's one of the things I'm going to remember about this trip. I've seen the screw. Okay, we're still heading towards the ski lift. And I'll pan up and you can see it here. That's where we're going. You can rent bicycles, carry them on the ski lift to the top, and then they have a single track where you can ride back down. Here we are at the bottom of the lift. We were here yesterday, other than those 100 or so school kids, there was nobody here. Today it looks like 150, 200 people here at the bottom. There was no line essentially yesterday. Today there's quite a line.
Otherwise, my buns are like this. My buns are like this. Have you got thin hair? I have I could do this job. With some really early. Although you'd probably get more.
Yeah, so I'm going to go forward and see that orange square there? I'm going to go forward and sit on that one, and that gives me a spare seat to stick the pack on. So if you just stay on the left hand side and the other side of the gap and that, you're right.
I didn't put it down, she did. Okay, we're going on the thing. Andy just yelled at me for something I didn't do, but I'm used to that, so I'll send this video to John and he can put on the rest of Everest. And then everybody will know the way it really is. I didn't push it down. I think we should jump off, go back down, tell that woman that was running this thing that she put the thing down too soon. Nobody's going down.
Well, not yet. They will later, I'm sure.
Don't people have to go to work in Australia?
Maybe they're on vacation.
Lots of people on vacation here. Wish I could figure out how to use this camera so that this video would go on the memory card instead of on the internal memory.
It's already much cooler up here.
Feels good. I was sweating down there. Yesterday when we were taking the same ride, it was pretty much overcast, much colder, and then as we were walking we were rained on quite a bit. So far it doesn't look like we're going to get rained on. There's the side view. Looks like a bunch of dead trees over there. There's the view back down towards Threadbow. This is station closed. Was that Steve Beatty?
The track's pretty muddy.
Doesn't look bad.
You didn't look that way.
Well, I looked the direction I could look. If I looked that way, I would have saw you, and if I would have said, yeah, it looks pretty muddy, then I would have been in trouble. You're right, it does look muddy.
All backlit and everything, huh?
Yep. I don't think it can focus that close.
I don't think so either.
No wonder it looks muddy.
No wonder.
You see a bobcat? Getting close to the top.
That's a pretty dramatic little stand of dead trees.
We could walk down to it. That trail doesn't look muddy. is where all the sponsors of our video could be inserting their messages.
It smells nice up here today.
That's me.
Do you think so?
Mm-hmm. Well, we're getting up here. The group in front of us is going to get off. And once they get off, I'm going to shut down so that I can get off, I hope, without killing myself. Well, apparently I lived through getting off because I'm still here to videotape and move around and get the next people coming out. Looks like you had fun.
You might see it goes sort of the same colour as the sky, and that's the water of Lake Jindabyne reflecting the blue sky today. Does anyone need to go off to the loo at this time? Let's just head over the other side.
Oh, you got this one! You get the sign!
The bottom is 5 kilometers.
Ja, und dann zurück nochmal 5 Kilometer, sind 10 Kilometer. Return nochmal 5.
Das ist für zurück, du kannst nicht down.
Down.
5 ones in next spur over are all passed away. Now the ones that are dead and grey on the hillside, that was backburned in 2003. You might remember all the bushfires that came up through the air. They come all the way up to Virgin National Park in the ACT from Victoria. Now they did threaten Thredbo Village. It was Thredbo Blues Festival weekend in the middle of January when the fires came through here. So the blues fans really had the blues that day. They were all getting kicked out of town. And as the fire advanced, the golf course down the bottom of the hill here was a nice big lush short fire break, and they backburned the spur and a few other patches, and basically that forced the fire over and over the top. If you look through the flat,
Well, I made it to the top and starting to walk up the trail a bit. You can see behind me that the terrain here is a little bit different than what we saw coming up. You can also see there's terrible lighting on the bright sunlight today, very harsh. And I'm going to turn this off and flip it around, and then I can do some more pans of show the terrain here. There's Andy up ahead. I guess I better catch up with her because I'm being slow. Yesterday, I guess she wasn't feeling well and was walking slowly, and I kept leaving her. And today, I'm doing the video, so I'm taking too much time. G'day, mate. Having a barbie? Did you bring your belly?
My what?
Your belly. Apparently you can drive up here instead of taking that ski lift.
We probably walked 500 metres.
No, we haven't. Otherwise, too much. People like that.
That's not too bad.
Put my Nutridensis filter on and do that going on.
Okay.
Golden Marguerite.
Here's an Australian bridge. Not quite the same as the Nepali bridge.
Sometimes a really high rainfall when it's basically running. They might chlorinate the water a bit, but generally not exactly a few weeks. I'm just going to step here and show you this paint quickly. This fine leaf green one here, you look down through the shadow, and look like you see the little cut of the plant. So that's how one sits in the tree above the tree line. We call this a mountain buntline, and it fits into the family of polycarp trees. It's a coniferous family of trees. It actually just looks like a tiny green stem sticking out the end of the green berry. But living up here in very harsh conditions, by putting over the rocks, they can suck the wind out of the rock, what heats up in the sun. It's on the sheltered side, clear water, but they are very strong going as well. That trunk down there, I say advance is only about 1 or 2 millimetres per annum. So we reckon that that trunk there, that's still plenty of well over 800 years old. One of those is this little grass here. There's some nice looking roots. Nice looking trunk coming out of the rocks. This is ribbony grass. So the Australian alpine area only covers 0.003% of the whole continent. So in terms of the size of Australia,
Looks like we're having a photo opportunity right over there. There are lots of guides up here that take these groups. These are about the size groups of students we saw yesterday. And we saw at least 4 or 5 groups this size yesterday. So far today we've seen probably 3 times that many. This looks like another school group. We were told yesterday that in the Australian school system they have 4 of these outings a year. I think that's what it was. Andy's still down doing her long exposure of the waterfalls. And I'm waiting for this group to go by so I can get them going by a sign that's right behind me here. He's saying this is the start of the Threadbow River, so this is not the Snowy River headlands yet. That'll be over the ridge.
Yeah, well done, Nick. So remember yesterday Rob talked about the peak bogs? So they've retained that moisture, and you can see the amount of water that's still coming out. It's not raining, no snow melting, yet you've got water here.
Rained quite a bit yesterday, so I imagine the water is up a little higher than it would be.
Letting the water out. Alright, so it's quite amazing how much water is actually stored. And you can see that's why everything's green. What else are you? And yes, that is probably the freshest water in Australia. I want to drink something. Come on. I could probably let you go down there, and if you want to have a quick little, just straight there and straight back. Have a quick taste of the water. Will that fill up the whole bottle? Will that fill up the bottle? It's better than this tap water.
I guess the Snowy is over the ridge. Warning,
A sixth of a second? Is that what
patented
that is?
slow panorama.
0.06 is the sixth of a second, right?
0.6?
0.06?
0.06?
It's a 0 second 6.
0.6?
No, it doesn't have a point.
Oh, it's a cannon. What do I know about cannon?
Snow will be at least a metre above this. So what does it say above the ground? Yeah, we're getting into, this is what we call these peat bogs, see? So the water's not here. It's like really muddy. So are we in your road?
Pardon me?
Are we in your road?
Yes, but I want you to.
Oh, right, okay.
You're part of the show.
Right, that's good.
Watch for it on television.